Hey, well, good morning to you. I hope everything is going great in your world. Hey, we're getting ready. We're getting ready for the truth with DKP. Hey, we got a lot of truth to talk about, a lot of things to put on the table. Hey, why don't you join us now on Facebook Live? Share with as many people as you can. I love to put on this NDRE. That's right. There's hope, baby. There's hope. You know when there's hope? When we're willing to talk about the truth, deal with the issues. Let me tell you something. Everybody's redeemable, but you can't have redemption without having truth. Hey, tag some people. Join me right here for our Friday morning, 9:30 a.m. show. Hey, getting ready, because 11 o'clock tonight, 11 o'clock this morning, we got a special program going to be on Instagram. You're going to be able to see it. We're going to be with Donnella Lane. We're going to be talking about the issues in Jackson, Mississippi. Hey, we're trying to pull everybody in all over the country, all over the world, to know that in Jackson, Mississippi, we will not take it. You won't take it. We're not going to let you take it. We're going for it. So, let some of your friends know. What's up, Kendall Fulton? Hey, Belinda, how you doing this morning? What's up, Dennis, Francis, Jay Diggs? What's happening to you? Hey, I'm telling you, it's a great day. It's a great day, and there's hope. We got to know there's hope. So we're going to give about 30, 40 more seconds. Get everybody ready. Come on, sit down, get in your place. Let's talk about it. I welcome your comments. I welcome your agreements, disagreements. I welcome it all. Doesn't matter to me. I know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the truth. The truth of DKP. All right? So, come on. It don't cost nothing to smile. Hey, y'all know Jack State playing Grambling on tomorrow. Don't drink the water. All right, we're going to have the Poor People's Campaign going to have water's going to be handed out there. We're going to have people out there helping, working with them. Hey, we are a team. What's up, Jesse Wilson? Houston, Texas, my man. The great Jesse Wilson, baby. Hey. I see you right there. And that sister, what's going on? Good morning to you. Hey, share. Let some of your friends know. Hey, thank you. You're welcome. Teresa, we deliver water to your elderly mom. We just want to help our people. And guess what? We still delivering water because we're telling people don't drink the water. Don't drink the water. Hey, I'll talk more about that. I'm not a biologist, but I'm a realist. Hey, let's do it. Hey, Stella Kyles Coleman, how you doing? Grace Smith. Hey, everybody share this with 10 people. Tell them join on the truth with DKP. All right? Let's do it. I want to thank all those people who've been stepping in, helping us do what we do. Matter of fact, real quick, I'm going to have somebody come on before I begin with the truth. They just drove all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, sister, come on in here. They just drove all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. We got some more people coming. Hey, people are coming to the rescue. They're coming to the rescue to help us while they can, right? Come on in here. Let the people meet you. Tell them your name. We're going to talk about this. Thank you so much. She came all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Her and a business partner. Tell them who you are.
Hi, I'm Alima Albury with Shoot Film Not Guns. I don't know where to look. But...
Hey, you good. You're looking good. Shoot films, not guns.
Yes.
And my brother here who came with her, they came just to do their part. Come on down a little bit so they can see you. Yeah. So they came today to come help us. They're working. They came all the way from Atlanta, Georgia to help us get some water out and brought some water, brought some help. We met them through Hill America, and we thank God for them being here. Hey, we thank all the people that's been helping us right down here in the state of Mississippi, and we're going to talk about the truth with DKP. All right? Hey, thank y'all so much. Hey, God bless y'all. Thank y'all. We got a lot of work to do today. All right, so y'all get ready. I hate y'all not staying for the game. Y'all going to miss. Y'all ain't never been y'all ain't been no real football till you came to HBCU. The band gets down, right?
The tailgate.
That's right, in the tailgate. All right, everybody. Hey, we're dealing with real issues. And I want to jump off this morning. I want you to understand something that I have not mentioned to anybody. So probably for about 2.5, almost 3 years, right before the last mayoral election, I've been on a unity crusade. Part of the unity crusade was to bring people together that were in conflict. I did this quietly. I didn't go out announcing it. As you know, somebody suggested, I'm not even an elected official. I'm not even one of the top 20 leaders in the city. And I understand that. That's not a problem to me. I just go about doing the work I've been called to do. And God told me that I can't say nothing if I won't get involved. So I decided to get myself involved really heavily a few years ago. And what I began to do was bring people together. So believe it or not, the mayor, Antal Lumumba, and even some of the people that are fighting against him now on the city council, we sat down together. We sat down around the conference table. We even sat down at his house. We sat down and agreed to some things. Doesn't mean everybody's going to agree all the time, but that we would work together to do what's best for the citizens of Jackson, Mississippi. And let me tell you something. Some of those people that sat around the table have gone against the word that they gave, right? But not only that, there's some others I want you to know that have stayed the course. Socrates Garrett, so many others that have stayed the course and say, we might not like everything, but we're going to work together to do what's best for the citizens of Jackson. And none of that, contrary to popular belief, was about any contracts. It was about what's best for the citizens of Jackson, Mississippi to make Jackson better. Well, one of my most amazing, the outcome, Floyd, was there was agreement that that's what everybody would do, and everybody shook hands. We went out the room, and it didn't take long to some of those who are just absolutely not truth tellers went back on their word immediately. It's almost like somebody's hovering over them, and they like puppets on a string, and people are telling them what to do. That's what it looks like to me. All right, but I don't know. Remember, I'm Bishop Dwayne Pickett. I believe everybody's redeemable, and I believe there's hope even now that people can come back to the table. However, we can't come back to the table without truth, okay? We can't do that without truth. We can't have unity without truth. We have a history in our community of just brushing over truth, sweeping it under the rug, and we cannot do that if we're going to get this thing together and we're going to work together to make this happen. But also one of the things that really blew me away was this past Sunday evening, we were able to get together, and the mayor agreed and Congressman Benny Thompson agreed, and they literally sat down together and talked through some things, and now they're communicating on a regular basis. And again, man, I just want unity. I just wanted to help orchestrate that. But again, I'm not elected leader. I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody that we can do this together, right? So we can do this together. And just as my pastor used to tell me, sometimes I can be messy, but I'm not messy. I'm just telling you the truth. All right, here's where we are today. Here's what I want your motivation to be. Jeremiah 29:7. It says, and work for the peace and prosperity of the city where I have sent you into exile. Pray to the Lord for it, for its welfare will determine your welfare. In other words, the welfare of the city determines your welfare. And believe it or not, the motivation of our state elected leaders is they know if the city is good, then the state can be good. If the capital city is good, the state can be good. However, listen to this. However, here's the problem. They want to be in control of it. All right. They abandoned the city, took the tax base, left, let it fall apart. Now they're holding over our head because of a shrinking tax base, right? And the ability, even though money has come in and given by the federal government, our state government did not take it. So we got to deal with it. All right. So let's talk about the state of Mississippi who wants to take over something. Well, I would like for the state of Mississippi to, first of all, handle this welfare scandal. Why have charges not been filed against Brett Favre and former Governor Phil Bryant? Explain to me. We have text messages. We have information. Chad White, oh my God, I'm afraid for him. I mean, because that guy, he gets us all. He don't care black, white, yellow, pink, or orange. Man, he puts the truth out there. And even though I'm telling you, this thing is bad, so there are documented text messages. Now, here's what the problem is. Here's where there's a little humor in this part. Is they were so bold that they were not having secret meetings. They were talking about it on text messages. The former governor and a Pro Football Hall of Fame multimillionaire were talking about money and how to get around it for the state to take the money from women and children that needed it. And then there's no charges filed. We got to prove. Chad White mentioned it again. It is obvious that they knew where the money was coming from. It's obvious, Brett Favre, who we went to school together, and historically we've drank a couple of beers together back in college. But I just want the truth, right? So here it is. There have been no charges filed. I think there's a problem. I don't want a state government who will not deal with justice across the board to turn around now and now want to take over something. It don't seem like to me you can handle what you have. The biggest welfare scandal ever taken from the women and children of Mississippi. And yet, wow, I'm blown away. So I'm telling those that are listening and those that you share this with, this is what I'm asking you to do. We cannot let this matter rest until something happens. This is no longer, I'm not an attorney, so I got to be careful. This is not just a civil matter at this point. What I'm reading is this is a criminal matter because it's obvious conspiracy to do what they've done. All right. So that's important. Number two, let's talk about this water issue. Now, this water issue, there's been a 45-day boil water notice that has now been lifted by the state of Mississippi. Okay. But as the paper has said, and as my connections and talks have said, well, boy, this is tough because the governor has come out to lift the boil water notice. And here's what it said. Reeves said that the system-wide testing began Tuesday, but daily updates from the city on Tuesday and Wednesday indicated that testing was still in the investigative phase and that system-wide sampling had not yet begun. Investigative sampling continues in expanded capacity today to monitor water quality. City spokesperson Justin Vickery and in the city's daily update Wednesday. We will continue to evaluate when full sampling can begin. Listen, they're not together. And then the governor took a real bad shot. He said he doesn't read the city's reports, and neither should we. Oh, my God. So he's saying, don't trust the city, trust us. So the problem I have with that, Governor, is black people don't trust y'all. We do not trust our state government. I'm a veteran of a foreign war. I'm a responsible citizen. I'm a bishop. I love the Lord. And a lot of people confuse that those that love the Lord shouldn't say nothing. We should just stay at the church and pray. The people that want you to stay at the church and pray are the ones that don't want to talk about truth. We do not trust our state government to tell us that the water is safe, and now we're going to go out and drink the water. Come on, sir. We're not going to do it. We can't do it. I'm not telling anybody to drink the water. I mean, we have a preschool here, a school here, and let me tell you something. I wouldn't let our children drink the water. There's no way I would give water to somebody else's children that I wouldn't give to my own children. All right? So you drink the water. Y'all children drink the water. We don't want our children. We don't want our adults. We don't want our senior citizens drinking this water. Okay? So we don't believe that y'all care about us. Because first of all, if you cared about us, we would not be in this system, this situation. And when I hear some of you people get on, it's not the state's responsibility, so forth and so on, you got to be kidding me. That means it wasn't the state's responsibility to rebuild down on the coast. It wasn't the state's responsibility. You got to be kidding me. This is a catastrophe. And it's happening because of the systemic, historic racism in the state of Mississippi. Now, I'm not telling you every issue is racist. I'm just telling you that they would not allow this to happen. Okay? They would not allow this to happen in some of our other cities. All right. That's important. So Here's what we're calling for. We want an independent testing company chosen by the people to test the water for the next 30 days. Okay? To look at the infrastructure, to make sure that not only are we dealing with the water at the plants, but what's coming out through the aged pipes in the streets of Jackson. What's happening? Okay? Because we need that. It's already been stated it's safe to bathe in, but yet people were told to keep your mouth closed while you're bathing. Oh my God. Boy, that's an absolute insult. As if people stand in the shower drinking the water anyway. But what I'm saying to you is, there's something wrong with this picture. Here's what I'm saying. Right now, we cannot take the government's word for the water being safe in Jackson, Mississippi. They said the water was safe in Flint, Michigan, and it wasn't. Lawsuits have been won, settled because of years of providing unsafe drinking water. We got to do something about that. So, and now the governor has stated that Jackson may never operate or control its water plant again. In other words, they trying to take over the water. Let me explain something to y'all. So the city was already in negotiations about having a third-party operator to operate the water system. That's not bad, right? That's not privatization. But the company they were negotiating with, I think the name of the company is Viola, the company they were negotiating with turns around and stops negotiating with them because they began negotiating with the state of Mississippi. Wait a minute. And what's worse is they refuse to further negotiate with the city, but no one in the state government is admitting that they were the ones negotiating. Everybody act like everybody playing dumb. Everybody got amnesia. Everybody saying, we didn't do that. We don't know what you're talking about. What's happening? I mean, you got to think we're the stupidest people in the world. I mean, it's amazing to me that you think that we have no sense. So the company they said to make millions of dollars, and yet they stopped negotiating with the city and started negotiating with the state. That sounds like some backroom dealing. Now, I want to be very clear that we do not trust the state of Mississippi government do what is best for the city of Jackson. They want to take over the airport, take over the water, education. And one suggestion was to do a regional system. In other words, anything they can do to take it out of the hands of the city of Jackson. One of the big deals, as Jess has just stated, what they want to do is continue to discredit the leadership of Jackson, Mississippi. Okay? So they want to, instead of giving the leadership what it needs to succeed, they continue to do things and hold back funds and resources to keep the city of Jackson so that the people will lose confidence in the city leadership that looks like them so they can do what Memphis, Tennessee has done. And that's elect a Caucasian mayor in a predominantly black city. I'm not saying that there's something wrong with all white leadership, but I'm saying that we can govern ourselves and we have dynamic leadership, but you got to give us what we need to succeed and stop preying upon the weak and broke leaders in our city and doing backdoor deals and making promises to them So they will turn on and vote the way you want them to vote, and you're giving them empty promises, but they struggling so bad they don't know any better. I'm not gonna call it a name, but they don't know any better. So in this whole matter, here's what's going on, y'all. Is I told you at the community meeting, before we can get up to deal with the issues, we got to deal with both the state leadership, the establishment. We got to also we got to get in the room and deal with one another, right? We got to deal with people that look like us, that have vested interests in this city. And let me tell you what's happening. Our elected officials are having closed door, behind the back meetings with the state government to make deals, right, that they want. I got a letter. I have a letter right here. This is a letter that our Jackson delegation and senators wrote a letter to Governor Reeves. Dear Governor Reeves, we write to ask you to call a special session of the legislature to address the Jackson water crisis. The people of Jackson, Byron, Ridgeland, Hinds County are in day 32 of a boil water notice. Water pressure issues are shutting down schools, businesses, and government offices. Raw sewage discharge has closed the Pearl River. We need to act now. The issue is too important to wait until January in the 2023 regular legislative session. We are confident the Jackson legislative delegation can work with you, Lieutenant Governor Holzman, Speaker Gunn, and city leaders to find a solution. We're happy to talk to you or your staff at any time about this critical issue. Thank you. And I don't feel like calling the names of who wrote that letter and sent it. But here's the problem I have. They did not have a conversation with the elected mayor of the city. They didn't have a conversation with him before sending that letter. They don't have to. It's their prerogative, but it's wrong to do so. However, they had a meeting later. That's the meeting, the one they said I wasn't supposed to be at, that I show up at a meeting I wasn't supposed to be at. How would I know about a meeting if I wasn't invited to it? That's a whole nother discussion. But they have the meeting. And now all of a sudden, it's work together. Really, one or two of them mentioned let's work together. But the word is, the rumor is, and they said there was no intent. Hey, I'll take the word for it. Okay, I'll take the word, whatever they say. They said there's no intent to conspire with the lieutenant governor to do a takeover. I'll take the word for it. Some of them I've known for a long time. Senator Hillman Fraser, I've never known him to be nothing but straight up. Senator David Blunt, I've known David for a long time. I've never known him to be anything but honest and straight up. And then, you got Walter Michael, John Horn, and of course Senator Solid Norwood, all senators. That's who sent the letter requesting the meeting, but they didn't talk to the city elected leader first. I don't care what it's about. I don't care if you don't even get along. You don't have to even like each other, but why would anybody go have a meeting without talking to the leader? It's like my elders going to have a meeting with somebody want to take over the church, and they go have a meeting with the other pastor without me being involved. That sounds like that's something. I think they're trying to vote me out. That's what I think. They got a meeting going on, right? And let me tell you something. It is tough. It's a tough spot because what I'm sharing with you is some people just really not happy. They don't want this truth out. Listen, here's the difference. The only way, Stella, I'm able to say anything is because I've never taken any money. I've never had a city or county contract. I've never taken any under the table deals, nor my family. I'm accused of that. But never, not one time. Period. Point blank, right? But I'm telling you, the reason some of these city council people have gone quiet, because I believe there's some federal investigating going on. I believe. That's my belief. Now, I just believe it. Okay? And so I think, when stuff get rough, you got to get quiet. Yeah, I mean, you got to get quiet, right? I mean, there's some strange stuff going on out of all these qualified companies that have come to try to even pick up trash. They turned down every one of them. But it gets worse than that. It gets worse than that. We've had somebody picking up the trash for the last 6 months. People have been clapping for their good service and setting their garbage cans up. But they get their garbage picked up and they won't even vote to pay in. So they're holding back the payment. So they had a proposal that they would go on and pay Richards if, listen to this, the mayor and administration would just go and negotiate. At the end of that, they're going to negotiate with Waste Management. What the what? What? Huh? Why? Why Waste Management? What is it? Well, Waste Management, they the only one y'all think can pick up the trash. So they want him to go negotiate. If they're going to pay him, we'll make a deal. So he comes back and say, here's the deal we'll make. Let's let the people decide. So he proposed a referendum that the people will vote to decide who picks up the trash. And guess what? Those same council persons that have been voting against paying Richard's disposal don't want that. It's illegal. You can't do that. What is wrong with us? I mean, what's wrong with them? I mean, do they really think we're that stupid? And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I hope that my attorney might need to call me. But I don't trust all the judges. I don't trust all the judges that this goes to. I don't trust all the judges. I mean, think about it. The city council voted not to pay for the mayor's appeal, but yet they're paying for their own. The city council voted not to pay for the mayor's appeal, but yet they're paying for Councilman Banks' personal lawsuit filed against him. They're paying for his counsel. And I'm telling you, man, part of me wants to drop it so bad because I don't know. They called in a special judge to hear it. It's whatever. I'm just out on the limb now. I gotta stand strong. It's tough, right? So, in closing, what we gonna do? Let me tell y'all some solutions. Number one, we gotta stand together. All right, we gotta stand together. We gotta demand that our leadership stands together. We gotta demand that the mayor, the city council persons, all of them, as people that elected them, that we're going to stand with our city, not against our sitting administration. Okay? We got to have more community meetings with our community so they can know what's happening. And we got to demand truth and not lies. 3, I believe in the redemption of people. Any one of those city council persons or anybody that had ill will against the city, admit your fault of failure or your disagreement. But let me tell you something. It's now time to work together, and we are, as a people, known to forgive you and say, let's go forward. Now show us that you mean what you say. But until the end, we're going to expose every lie. And y'all can make us some stuff about Pastor Speaker if y'all want to. Look, I've been in this city now for 30 years. I've been in Mississippi all my life. And I'm accustomed to people saying stuff about me. I've gotten used to it. My skin has gotten thick, meaning that I'm not going to go off the deep end and do something to nobody. I'm just going to smile and keep going and keep loving people despite what people say. And I've had to deliberately instruct my members when people say stuff about me, please don't jump on nobody. Don't do it. I know y'all will. Just love them anyway. People don't want to hear the truth. Okay? We can change this. We can change what's happening. one of the opportunities, we got to show of force. So we are joining forces on September 26th on Moral Monday with the Poor People's Campaign. And we're going to march together. And we're asking everybody that cares about Jackson to take off work. Everybody that can, September 26th, with Dr. Barber over the Poor People's Campaign, Danielle Holmes, a national activist that is right here, spends a lot of our time right here in Jackson, most of the time, with the Poor People's Campaign. Let's march September 26th and demand what we need. We're going to partner up. We're partnering up with all like-minded people, and we're going to do this together. And we can do this together, and we can change this. We cannot expect people to ride in here on a white horse and take care of us. We got to take care of ourselves. So please, let's do this together. I'm telling y'all, there's hope. We can do this together. In y'all research, there's hope. I'm telling y'all, there's hope. Listen, I want you to share this with as many people as you can. I want to thank all the people that have come along to help us. At 11 o'clock a.m., I'm going to have a special live on Instagram. My first time being on Instagram Live. I'm going to be live with my first cousin, Danny Lane. I'm telling you, we're going to be talking about some issues. She's from the state of Mississippi. Now she lives all over the country. She's doing great work. She really cares. We're going to talk about it. Let's build this thing together, y'all. We can do this together. My man, hey, God bless you. Send some likes. Share this with as many people as you can. We'll be back. We also go down Florence Street today and check on that pole to see if either one of those companies have handled that broken down pole. If they have not, it's time to expose them. They got to stop making money in our city and leaving our poles on the ground. 2, there's a liquor store coming right close to our church. I don't think they've gone and got the necessary paperwork and done what they're supposed to do. To do that, we cannot allow you to just open up liquor stores and they have Madison County tags. And guess what? They have Madison County tags, meaning that they're going to come in here, sell their liquor right next to our churches, our schools, in our community, and then go back to Madison and enjoy. Not only my watch, the truth with DKP. I'm not against businesses. I'm not against the liquor stores. I'm not against any of that. But we got to follow the regulations and the rules, all right? So we're calling our city to check on that. And listen, we're going to check on that pole. And God bless you. Don't drink the water, y'all. Hold up before you drink the water. Don't get a water to the babies. Don't get a water to the old folk. Don't get a water to nobody. All right? God bless you. God keep you. That's always my prayer. Let's do it. We can do this together. Come on. Remember, work for the peace and prosperity of the city where I sent you into exile. Pray to the Lord for it, for his welfare will determine your welfare. Deuces, baby. I'm out of here. Got to go to work now. Got to get some water. I got to make sure my people are taken care of. God bless. Love you. Peace.